Rings of Power, episode 7. So, yeah, did everybody catch the Celeborn name drop? So my theory that he's off doing something and we just haven't seen him might be correct. I don't believe he's dead. He can't be dead. He was in the Lord of the Rings films and he's in the books as being quite alive. And I'll be really mad if they do the whole he died and now we're re-embodying him. Like, no, that's Glorfindel. I hope they don't do that. I really don't want them to do that. Like, just for 1,000 years he's been off doing other things. You know, maybe he thought that he couldn't go back to Galadriel until he found Sauron, or she calmed down. Who knows? But I really don't want him to have died and gone to, I think it's the halls of Mendos, and been re-embodied, because that's not what happens to him. Otherwise, I didn't really like episode 7. Like, where was Arondir? Like, why did we not see him until the end? Like, what was... Like, he was... In the previous episode, he was awesome, and then we just suddenly, like, he just disappears. I like the part with Galadriel and Theo. And Queen Tarmiriel, like, she was perfect. Liked Elrond and Durin and Disa. I love them. I'm not really sure what's going on with the Harfoots. I love them, but I was getting kind of tired of the whole, like, is he evil, is he not? The stranger's clearly not evil. I'm glad the Harfoots are finally, like, figuring that out. Like, I thought that was obvious by now, but I guess not. So, yeah, that's episode 7. And, and that whole, like, the Southlands to Mordor thing, like, that should have been a map transition. Like, it just screamed map transition. That would have been the perfect thing. Like, instead of showing us a shot of the apocalyptic Mordor and then changing the name on screen, like, that should have been a map. That would have been perfect as a map transition. Okay, those are my thoughts. My rambling thoughts. What did you think of episode 7? I still want to see episode 8, but I'm like, I don't know what to expect from it at this point. I don't know whether I'm going to hate it or if it's going to be great. They've got to start, giving up some of this answers to some of these mysteries. And I really hate the Mithril thing. I really, really don't want that to save the elves. Especially, I don't think they can do that, because if they're going to do the whole Celeborn is dead and re-embody him, that defeats the whole purpose of them fading. So that's another point in favor of them not doing that. Really, please don't re-embody him, Amazon. Just have him be alive and off wandering around and he got lost, or maybe he fell in with some other peoples of Middle Earth helping them with something, who knows.